Okay, here we go. The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table. The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table. Tip on the table. Okay, go ahead.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut and no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
I left a tip on the table. Very good. Good job. The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table. Okay.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
I left a tip on the table. When I finished, I asked him for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table. Very good. Go ahead.
I went to ask if I had enough coffee or if I want more. I told him I had plenty and I would not wash enough cup. He had me more. He had me an extra. Okay. He had gave an extra down at not at the shop อย่างตัวเนี้ย for which I thank him. When I finish, I ask for the check, which he credited to me. On running to pay the cashier, I left active on the table.
I left a tip on the table. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier. I left a tip on the table. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you.
The waiter asked.
All right, quiet. Go ahead.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I want more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut and no charge for it. I thanked him when I finished. I asked for the check which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
I left a tip on the table. Very good. Which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table. The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. Okay.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
Right, very good. I left a tip on the table. Very good. I told him I had plenty and would, just like W-O-O-D, would. I would carry wood. Would you help me? I would help you carry the wood. Would. Same sound, obviously different meaning, but I had plenty and would not want another cup. Okay, sir.
Sorry. The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I want more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut and not charge, for which I thanked him when I finished. I asked for the check which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
Right, very good. I left a tip on the table. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table. I am leaving and I'm going to leave a tip. What did you do when you left? I left a tip. Leave, left. Left a tip on the table. Okay.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
I left a tip. Tip. Not a whip, but a tip. A whip is something different. A tip. I left a tip on the table. Okay, very good. Go ahead.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
Right. Very good. Good job. I left a tip. A tip, not a whip, but a tip. Tip on the table. Okay, go ahead.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
Right, very good. I left the tip on the table. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left the tip on the table.
Happy birthday.
Good morning, thank you. Okay, all right, go ahead. Get ready, you're coming up. Go
Do
ahead.
I have enough coffee or if I wanted more? So if I had plenty, I wouldn't want another cup. He gave me an extra donut and no charge.
เจ้าถิ่นยังไงก็ได้
Probably I
เรา
thanked
เป็น
him.
เจ้าถิ่นยังไงก็
When
ได้
I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
I left the tip on the table, very good. He quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left the tip on the table. Okay.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and did not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut and at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly bought me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
I left the tip on the table, very good. The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table. Okay, it's the same.
The waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut at no charge, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me. On leaving to pay the cashier, I left a tip on the table.
Absolutely outstanding. The best in the class. Thank you, Mr. Singh. Thanks for giving them a lesson in how to read.
Hey, have a good day.
Okay, here we go. Okay, show's over. Okay. All right, Sue.
โซที่นั่งว่างลงไว้
มองไม่เห็นกัน
อันนี้เห็นกว่า
The waiter asked the waiter
Waiter.
The waiter
Ask
the waiter asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. I told him I had plenty and would not want for this. Another cup. He gave me an extra donut as no charges, for which I thanked him. When I finished, I asked for the check, which he quickly brought to me on leaving to pay the cashier. I left a tip on the table.
I left a tip on the table. Very good. Excellent job. You want to sit here or in the back? Mr. Singh left the room. I think he's not coming back. I'm not sure. Okay. The waiter, person attending in the restaurant, attending the tables. You come in, you sit down, the waiter hands you the menu and says, would you like something to drink, maybe? Or just while you're reading the menu? That type of situation. The waiter could be a waitress, a woman, a waitress, a waiter, a man. Asked if I had enough coffee or if I wanted more. Came up with the pot. Do you have enough coffee, sir? Or would you like another cup? Oh. I told him I had plenty. I had plenty and would not want another cup. He gave me an extra donut. An extra donut. I already had 2 donuts, but he came over and gave me an extra donut. A donut. At no charge. What does that mean? At no
Free.
Free. Right, a free donut. A free donut, no charge. You've been a very good customer, sir. Here, enjoy this donut. Extra donut. Beyond what they normally give. If you say, I would like some donuts, they give you 3 donuts. And in this case, he gave me the 3 donuts, which I was eating, and he came over and gave me an extra donut. More than what is assigned to be given. An extra donut at no charge, free. For which I thanked him. Oh, thank you very much. That was kind of you. When I finished, I was done with everything, the coffee, the donuts, done. May I have the check, please? May I have the check, please?
How much will you cost?
Which he quickly brought over. Yes, sir. On leaving, I got up and was leaving to the cashier at the checkout where you would pay the amount of money on the check that you received. But as I was leaving the table, I turned and put down a tip. Extra money directly to the waiter as a thank you for his very fine service, an extra amount of money. Usually in the United States, the tip is about 15% of the total. So if it was 100 baht, the total, they would leave a tip of about 15 baht as a thank you for the extra service and the good job that you did. And you made it very comfortable for me in the restaurant, therefore I leave a tip. That's the term they use for the little extra money that you provide the waiter or the waitress for the excellent service. Are there any questions about the sentence or the words or the pronunciation of the words? I asked, the waiter asked, extra donut, quickly brought to me. On leaving, I left the tip on the table. Any questions about the words, the meaning, pronunciation? What? Plenty.
Very much.
I've had plenty. More than enough. Yeah, I've had plenty. This is more than I really needed. Plenty. He has plenty of money. Oh, he's got money everywhere.
สุขแปลว่าอุดมสมบูรณ์มากมาย
คิดว่าว่างเปล่าไม่ใช่คนร้ายนั่นใช่ไหม
Plenty.
It's very much.
Yeah, plenty of thanks. A lot of thanks. Thank you very much. I'd like to offer plenty of thanks. Any other questions? Okay, there we go. What? What?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Take another hour before. See me after class. I have it written down in my book.
โอเคเดี๋ยวเขาจะเอา
Whoa, okay.
ไม่ได้ถ่ายรูปให้แก
Thank you very much.
ถ่าย
Yikes.
เรีย
Thank
ก
you.
พี่ถ่ายรูปก่อนถ่ายให้จำให้เดี๋ยวส่งกัน
1 2 3โอเคเสร็จแล้ว
อันเสียหน่อยพี่
เสร็จแล้วไม่เสียรูปเดียวพอไม่แม่นไม่อยากถ่ายหลายใบเกะกะถ่ายไปซ้ำๆอยู่เหมือนเดิม
สวยทุกวันสวยทุกวัน
เดี๋ยวเขาก็ไปห้องสวยแล้วไม่รอดเลย
เขาบอกโอเคแล้วค้างอยู่นะค้างในแบบโอเดลี่ค้างอยู่
Everybody get this shot?
No, with the pipette.
พี่เป๊กกลางวัน
พี่เป๊กอะ
เชิญร่วมวงด้วย
Who give you a birthday gift?
โอ้ย
Wow, yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Thank you. Wow.
เจ็บปวด
Do you know how old is she?
เจ็บปวด
36.
78.
You're joking.
78แล้วเหรอพี่
She's so beautiful.
เรา
Do you notice in the picture I was smiling
smiling
like a Cheshire cat? Cheshire cat.
เหมือนแมว
แมวโคนอะไรที่มันยิ้ม
แมวยิ้ม
The Cheshire cat. The cat, I think it's a British, in England you'll see them, Cheshire, they have a big grin, a smile on their face all the time. Huge. So he was smiling like a Cheshire cat. He was very happy with the situation.
เมาเสียงเมาเนี่ย
He is not only pretty, she is so rich.
ความเจ็บ
Very rich.
Very
Rich. R-I-C-H. Rich.
rich
rich. Not lich. Rich. 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 Okay.
Assistant wife. Assistant wife. หมายถึงว่าได้ทำธุรกิจแล้ว He used to be
Okay, we'll talk about just a little short sentence about water and tide.
Permanent secretary for Bangkok. Permanent secretary.
ส่งเลย
ที่เอาไปไม่ได้ Assistant เก็บแต่แม่ Assistant you ดูบีดูอาจารย์จะอ่าน
ให้ดีๆข้างหนึ่งดูหนึ่งข้างหนึ่งไปดีๆ
อะไรวะแอป
Please ศัพท์ใหม่เนี่ยจำไม่ได้
มันก่อนเรียนต้องเรียน
มีใช้ตา
ไม่รู้จะเป็นตัวอะไรจะเป็นสมัยก่อนเป็นหนังสือดีตัดบ้าน
ฉันกลับบ้านแล้วไม่เคยขึ้นไปดูบทมาใช้การขึ้นเธอตั้งใจมาทำเรื่องสวมดีฝรั่งมาสอนฟรีดีเนี่ยแต่สามีตัวย่อแล้วไปพูดถึงคันดีนะดีกว่าไปเรียนพวกแต่โรงเรียน
เล็กเนี่ยขึ้นหรอปิดเสียงหน่อยสิพี่
จำยากจังสมองมันไม่รับ
ไม่ใช่พอเข้าห้องเพราะพี่ต้องปิดเสียงอัตโนมัติอยู่แล้วเป็นปีๆแล้วพี่
เดี๋ยวเราจะไปเรียนของมัน
ออโตเมติกอยู่แล้วพี่
ลืมไป
อย่าลืมอ่ะ
ของ
ไม่พูดถึงคนเสียงดังอ่ะคนที่โทรศัพท์ดัง
ที่เราจดมาดีเลยแต่ว่าลดลงดีลงแต่ว่าลดลงลดลงแต่ว่ามันต่ำลงเจอลดลงแชร์ลงมันเติม
Okay, we'll talk about this for a minute to see that we understand the words and what they mean concerning tides, ebbs, and flows, which is also an expression that you'll hear quite often. During the period of the ebb tide, the water in the swamp near the ocean was shallow. But something changes because of but. At the high tide, it was very deep.
High tide, SIGH, you will make it.
Oh, very good. Somebody's wide awake, not sleeping. Very good. High tide, H-I-G-H, high tide, it was very deep as water had flowed in from the sea. During the period of the ebb tide, the water in the swamp near the ocean was shallow. But at the high tide, it was very deep as water had flowed in from the sea. Okay?
During the period of the ebb tide, the water in the swamp near the ocean was shallow, but at the high tide, it was very deep, and as water had flowed in from the sea.
Very good. Water flowed in from the sea. Very good. During the period of the ebb tide, the water in the swamp near the ocean was shallow. But at the high tide, it was very deep, as water had flowed in from the sea. Okay.
During the period of the ebb tide, the water in the swamp near the ocean was shallow, but at the high tide, it was very deep, as water had flowed in from the sea.
Flowed in from the sea. Very good. Good job. Okay.
During the period of the tide, the water in the
Swamp.
near the ocean was shallow, but at the high tide, it was very deep as water has fallen in from the sea.
As water had flowed in from the sea during the period